All right. Where we made it, guys. October 31st. The best day of the calendar year, at least for me, at least. Halloween. And to finally end this re-review series for October, we will review the last Halloween movie to come out for now. Halloween Ends. A movie that was overhyped. A movie that delivered on nothing. Movie didn't even reach expectations. A movie that, in a different light, could actually be looked at as a really good movie. But for the finale of the Halloween franchise, or of your trilogy, you do Michael this filthy. And the thing is, that's my big issue with this movie. There's actually a really lot of positives about this movie, but Michael is the biggest negative about this movie, and that's why I'm so infuriated. I wasn't as infuriated with Halloween Kills because Michael was done perfectly in that movie. And in this, they just fuck it all up. Instead of finishing a story that took 3 movies to do, a filler movie in between, and this is what we get. That doesn't sit well with me. If this happened after the franchise is over and Michael is dead for good and he dies in a completely satisfying way, then we can move on to whatever this movie wanted to fucking do. But minus Michael, because if you're gonna do a Michael movie, don't sidelight him. That's what really, and I mean really, pisses me off about this movie. Halloween Ends. We get a returning characters. Lindsay, Laurie, Allison, of course Michael. And James U. Courtney reprises his role as his Shape, as he should be. He proved in Halloween Kills that Halloween 2018 wasn't a fluke, and he can be Michael. So nothing James U. Courtney did in this movie is his fault. I'm not mad at him. I'm infuriated how you think doing Michael Myers this filthy is going to sit well with fans. That's what pisses me off the most. How you can just sit there and make him a god in this movie and make him a weak punk bitch in this movie. That doesn't sit well with me. Not to a T. I'm not letting that fucking slide. So that is where I'm going to take the majority of this review. But I have to talk about something. There's a new guy. He becomes the main character, or main antagonist, if you would call it. He's the main protagonist and antagonist at the same time. Because he takes up more fucking movie time than fucking Michael himself. Even fucking Laurie has less screen time than this dude. But who am I talking about? Rohan Campbell's Corey Cunningham. Now, I want to establish this before. Rohan Campbell is a good dude. He seems like a really good dude. And for what he was given to do this character, he nailed it to a T, to me at least. He did it perfectly. He did it perfectly for what he was told to do. And if you're sending hate to him, because I knew back when this movie came out, people were just slamming him like it was his fault. He's just a paid actor, my guy. That's like That's like if you know how Thanos basically killed everyone's favorite superhero in Infinity War. Oh, I'm gonna go after Thanos' actor because Thanos killed all my favorite superheroes. What? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense to go after the actor. I just don't understand how it's the actor's fault when they don't even have creative say how the movie goes. They just do what they're told. That's just really funny to me how they can just do that. But guess what? I bet you none of you pussy motherfuckers would say it to his face. I know that for a fact. You wouldn't say it to his face. And if you are somehow watching this, Rohan, just know you did perfect, dude. Keep rocking it. Keep killing it. I am actually looking forward to what you do next. In terms of acting wise or whatever you want to do. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So, yes, this movie is about him. Thank fucking God thank God this guy is cool. I can actually he's a good character. Rohan Campbell can act good. So that's what made this movie that's what really made this movie tolerable because of how good Rohan Campbell is. But we spent the first act of this movie with Corey being overprotected by his mother, bullied by high schoolers. He's like 24. Like I understand he's just not a violent person. I typically don't want to be a violent person. But sometimes you have to be violent to protect yourself. Violence should only be a last resort if there's nothing else you can do, I think. But that's besides the point. The town gets mad at Corey Cunningham. He gets outcasted like a Laurie Strode, like an Allison, because he accidentally killed a kid he was babysitting on Halloween night, a year after Michael escaped and caused mayhem. Yeah. The town outcasts him. He gets bullied for it. And they speak shit into existence, really. Because this dude, he starts out as a normal dude, then becomes a troubled man, and then he becomes a psychopathic killer. And a movie like that, I'm telling you, if this has nothing to do with Michael Myers, I would totally be down for that. The main protagonist turning evil, you don't know how down I would be for that movie. Which it pisses me off more because we can have this movie and the epic Michael Myers finale at the same time. You don't market this as the final Michael Myers movie and then barely have Michael in it. That's disrespectful. That's horrible. That's horrible, horrible, horrible. Luckily, they didn't do it as bad as Rob Zombie did in Halloween 2. That's the only thing I'm thankful for. They didn't fuck it up that fucking bad. But I have to admit something. Over the course of a while, the movie has grown a little bit on me. A little bit. Just a teeny little bit. I still hate the fact that Michael is sidelined and he's just a punk bitch in this movie. And I've never stopped hating that because you don't do Michael like that in his final movie. Or supposedly final movie, because you're saying it's his final movie for like the 69th time already. So we're going to believe it when we know you're making another movie. Like, just stop. Michael was going to go until he's like 145 years old. Like, come on, guys. Let's go. Let's not just joke around here. We know what's going to happen. So, yeah. So, I basically told you the story to a T. Michael was sidelined. Corey Cunningham as this new main character that was never mentioned or referenced in Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills. And that... Why? If you want to bring in this guy, this new guy, I'm totally okay with it. It's your movie, you can do it. But why not introduce him before? Like, meet us halfway here. At least if you introduced him in Halloween Kills, we would like... It would actually be better if he was actually in Halloween Kills, because that would not make that a filler movie, because that would be something important to the plot of Halloween Ends. And then he's like a... Then you can do... There's so much you could have done, but you didn't. I have so many creative ideas in my head that I could just spout out right now, but I'm not going to waste my time and do it, because what is done is done. They've already wasted a fucking movie. Like, so yeah, let's get to the ending. Laurie starts to see that Corey is becoming evil, just like Michael, seeing his eyes and shit like that. And that's another thing. If Michael is transferring his fucking evil and he's supernatural and he can transfer evil and shit, why can't he? I don't want a weak Michael Myers. I'm sorry. If you want I can understand it. You want to lower his power level so it would be a believable battle between him and Laurie. But I can suspend my disbelief if he had Laurie preparing for Michael or an attack like Michael. I can suspend my disbelief for that if you make Michael strong. I can suspend my disbelief for it because if you know how to fight, you know people's weak spots and you know how to get out of shit. So if you had Laurie preparing, there would be no issue with having I'm not saying have him be on the level of Halloween Kills. Michael was a fucking demon in that movie. Not necessarily on the level of Halloween Kills, because I know that's not possible. But why not? Why not have him be buff? Why not have him be Michael fucking Myers? Not punk bitch Myers that gets tossed around by a 24-year-old kid. No. The Michael that kills fucking 10 firefighters within minutes. So, Michael and Laurie have their final fight. And to say underwhelming, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, to say the least. They only fought in one room of the house. Only in one room. Way less than Halloween 2018. Way less. And the stupid thing is about all of this, Michael actually got decent screen time. He actually got the same amount of screen time in Halloween 1978. And the thing is, I feel like you see him more in Halloween 1978 because John Carpenter knew he spaced out all of his appearances sporadically. So it felt like he was there throughout the whole movie. Here, they just shafted all Michael's time towards the end of the movie. That's what they did. So with doing that, it really makes you feel like you saw Michael a lot less in this movie. It really does. You gotta space out Michael's appearances sporadically. I think that's another reason I'm pissed. Michael's screen time was it felt way too low. And the minutes are not even the issue. The minutes are not even the issue. It's what you did with those minutes is the issue. You did nothing with Michael. Basically, he kills one girl, and he did the same kill he did back in 1978. For the other one, he needed Corey's help. So that's an assisted kill. That's not Michael's kill. It's an assisted kill. Corey helped him. And he tries his best, but Michael, he's too old now. Yep. His old age caught up with him within those 4 years since 2018. Yep. He's all brooder and bazzed up, even though you say the more he kills, the more he transcends, which means he gets more powerful. But didn't he slay like 10, 15 people at that lot? Shouldn't this dude be, I mean, like, buff? Like, not buff, but like power level maxed out 1,000 or whatever? So you're telling me you have to kill like 100 people to be maxed out or whatever? Like we're going to get 100 kills in the Halloween movie. Yeah, sure, buddy. But most underwhelming fight in existence. I didn't think Halloween 2018 was the most best thing in the world, but even that was miles better. I understand that they probably wanted to do something different, but they did it in the worst way possible. So, Michael's body is paraded after Laurie kills him. It's paraded for the whole town to see. Michael's body is disposed of in the dispenser. His body's chunked up in a bunch of itty bitty pieces, you know? I said that really more angrily when I first reviewed this movie last year. I just noticed that. But that's besides the point. Yeah. That's Halloween Ends. Oh shit. I forgot. This is another issue. Let's talk about, I think it said in the last Halloween review video. Halloween Kills. Hawkins said, I want to kill Michael Myers. They built that up. They made that a big part of the fucking movie. How Hawkins felt bad because he didn't kill Michael or let Loomis kill Michael back in 1978. Because he felt bad now because of the travesty Michael has caused this town. But all Hawkins does in this fucking movie is talk to Laurie. Oh, dear God. Hey, if you're shipping them, I kind of see it. They have good chemistry. But. Don't make that his only thing in this movie. Will Patton is such a good actor. He could do so much more. I know he can. I've seen him do so much. Why make that a big deal in Halloween Kills and then do nothing with it in Halloween Ends? So that's the last thing I wanted to discuss. But now, let's get to the final rating. Corey kills himself, or Michael kills him. He assisted suicide. So you must be wondering, what is a final rating I would give this movie? Since it has grown a little bit out of me, I will give it a 6 out of 10. It's not the worst thing in existence, but far from one of the best of this franchise. Far from the worst, 100%. But they could have done so much better for this character and for this franchise. If you guys wanted to do this Corey Cunningham shit, you guys should have just done it in a different movie. And then have Laurie and Allison come back for be the reason why you would want to, for the star power, for how you want people to get their asses in the seats. But I understand why. I think they're scared to do that movie without Michael. I think they're scared. That's the sad thing. Because they tried it before and it didn't work. But Halloween 3 has grown so much on a lot of people. It has. It really, really has. I think it's time, guys. After we do Michael right, and I mean right, we end Michael on a good note. Make a movie or two. Reboot the franchise or something. Maybe do Halloween Retribution. Maybe. I don't know. Make another Michael Myers movie or two. Do his character right in those movies. And then when you kill him off satisfyingly, or have him live, it's up to you. Then, and only then, we can go ahead and do another story like this of a boy going insane. And see how, if you make the movie really good, I think people will like it. Because we've had so much Michael within the last couple of years. It's probably time for a change. And that's coming from one of Michael's biggest fans. Do Michael's character right, end him off on a good note, and then make an anthology series. That's what I'd say. End Michael off on a good note, don't fuck it up, and then, and only then, you go the anthology route. And you'll see everybody who grown to like Halloween 3 come from the woodworks, and they will like the movie. So, with that being said, this took a lot out of me, guys. Recording all these videos. So, the uploads will be slowing down for the next couple months. Spider-Man 2 review is coming out in November, in case if you didn't see my community post. Spider-Man 2 is coming out. Spider-Man 2 review is coming out in November. I have a lot to say about that game. Holy fuck. But I'm not saying it now. You gotta wait till the next video. But, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review series, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.